Happy March, everybody. I am here with a video for the Paper Crafters YouTube Facebook group. We do a monthly YouTube hop with a different theme. This month, the theme is sequins, glitter, and sparkles. So I am going to talk about putting together a custom sequin mix. And I am in a couple spring swaps. One is going to be an Easter swap, one's a spring swap. So I am putting together a shaker, and I'd like my sequins to coordinate. So there's, obviously you can always go out and buy a custom sequin mix themed to, you know, certain paper collections. And I will link up the Magical Mixery on Etsy. I use them a lot. Love the combinations that she puts together. But sometimes, I don't know, either you didn't pre-plan, no shocker on my end, or you just want to do it yourself. And so that's what we're going to talk about. So for my Easter theme swap, I am using the Simple Stories Bunnies and Blooms collection. And here's the paper pad, all things pastel for sure. What I really like about this collection is it's not just Easter, it's also spring. Love me some rainbows. I think that's no secret. So I've got that. I've got the ephemera pack. I've got some puffy stickers from this collection. And this is going to help me as I coordinate my sequins mix. So specifically, I'm putting together this little shaker. And here you can see what it's going to look like. When I get done with it, at the end of the video, I'll kind of go over what I did here. But I specifically need a shaker mix or a sequin mix to go in here. And I've got all my elements here prepped. So what I'm going to do is pull out my sequin collection. And guys, if anything, I'm a how-to to not store your sequins. That I've been working through this year, each segment of my craft room, trying to come up, you know, improve my organization. I'm not at sequins mixes yet, or sequins yet, so don't judge. This is what I currently have. One of these great photo boxes. I love the print on here from Joann's or Michael's. You can get them at. And guys, it's a hot mess in here. So what I did do in advance is sort of pulled out some colors and styles that I thought would work. So just off the cuff, here's some thoughts about how I sort of choose this. First of all, you're going to want some kind of small bowl to put them in. And I think my cat stole my spoon. I get these little dessert spoons off of Amazon, and I'll link that up as well. I find they're nice to work with, but they're also easy to style and include. So here on the top, I've got a bunch of sequins that I think are the right color palette. So I'm going to set that aside for a minute. We'll pull it back out if we need it. When I am choosing my sequins, I'm going to look at proportion to the item that's a shaker. So this isn't that big. It's not tiny, thank goodness, like we see here. But it's, you know, about half the size of my hand. But my concern is if I use something this big, is it going to get lost? But at the same time, I want a variation in here. So I have these super cute little bunny head sequins. I think you can see that, okay? But you know what? I think I like the florals better, simply because I worry that this pink is a little too bright and there may get lost in there. I think I like this one better. And then I have this purple, which, as we look here, this actually coordinates pretty well. It's got a little shine to it. Same thing in green, though this might be, I think this green's too bright, so we're going to put that aside. I do like that pink. We kind of have two. We have this I can get it up here in camera. We've got this sort of coral pink, and then we have this brighter pink, and then right here in this strip, we've got this lighter pink. So those are the things that I am considering. These are larger, and I do want variation. So let's grab our box and see what else we can find here. What I'd really like is a minty green, and I'm not sure that I have it. Let's pull that purple. This one's got the little glitter in it. Here's some pink flowers, but I don't want to overdo the flowers. What I'd really like is a minty green. I'm not sure that I've got that. Stars won't work. I like the shapes, but you know, I don't use the shapes that much. There are some mint greens in here, so I'm going to pull this. This is from the Magical Mixery store that I referenced. And you see how unique that is? Like any of these, the black stars, some of these I would probably never use on my own, so why hoard them? But if I get this, it works great with the paper collection. But I can also pull out of there if I need to. Got some clear, but I don't think we're going to want clear here. So literally, guys, this is how I do it each and every time. I just sort of dig through here. And this is not efficient for me. There's a light blue. I want to organize these in some kind of containers that are easy to see and group them by colors. So I can go in and just go straight to my greens. What shade of greens do I have? All right, so I did pull this one. That maybe could work, but I like that mint green better. So what I'm gonna do, y'all are gonna think I'm crazy, but I do this. So I'm gonna open this and just pull out a few of those mint greens. Now remember, when we're using this many, we only need a few of each color. So let me do this. Let me drop a little bit of this onto the tray. Oops, that's a little more than a little. And just pull some out. Am I on camera? Yes. All right. I'm going to put a few of these in my little bowl. And this is, I'm going to mix them all up in here so that I can see if I have the right balance. Get that silver guy out there. And they're so staticky. I don't know. I guess you could probably wipe the bowl out with your anti-static powder, right? Probably should do that. All right, I just want to use a couple of these. But you know what? That light pink works as well. It's sort of got a touch of orange to it. So I'm going to grab a couple of those as well. And I'll let some of these clear ones go in. Actually, that purple works really great too, doesn't it? So again, thinking about proportion, here we've got a few bigger ones, and then we're going to go with some of these smaller ones to blend it all out. And then we've got a nice balance. All right, so I'm done with that. I'm going to do my best to slide those back in there without spilling them everywhere. Here I go. All right, we'll clean those up when the video's over. All right, so let's drop in some of these now. Yeah, I like that this is one smaller. It's also shiny, and it's got a nice touch of sparkle to it. Whereas these feel slightly more matte. But see how already, like, we're getting the different shapes going, and it feels a little more balanced. So do I like this, or I think I like these smaller ones better. Alright, just a few, because it's a brighter pink. I'm going to add some of these fun flowers. Because Easter chicks just scream spring to me as much as Easter. I think the Easter messaging is there. Alright, and then I'm just going to mix that all up and see if anything's overshadowing or anything feels like it's missing. You know what's missing is a touch more yellow. So let's give it the smallest dash of yellow. So I'm going to use this box. When I got this, I thought this was such a good idea. It's actually not super practical. All right, I'm going to take some of these bigger yellows and pop them in. There we go. See what I mean about balance? Somehow that just feels better. And if you overdo one, you add more of another to get the balance back. And then you just maybe have some extra that you can save for another project. And with this paper collection, I'm going to be doing a lot of shakers. Oh, the static. All right. And let's see. I do feel like I need something else. Is it more pink? I'm going to add, no, I want to add these. I did add these smarts. I'm going to add these bigger ones. Now these have a touch of the, see that glitter in it? It's really pretty. Again, it's going to vary the size a little bit. You know what? I need the purples. That's what I need. We're going to add some more of these. I don't have the enough bright purple. There we go. Okay, so let's look at that compared to this background paper. Okay, what do you think, guys? I think this matches up really nicely. And then we can pull out, oh, my cat Mo's thinking he's going to get in here on this video. There we go. So what do you think? I think I nailed it. I like that. Now as I look at, let's find that plaid paper. There we go. Yeah, I really, really like this. All right, so let's go ahead and finish up my shaker now. I'm going to move all my shaker pieces, or all my sequins out of the way. Ended up not using that one. So I've already prepared this. Oh, I got a little glue on it. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and put some of this mix in here. I want to make sure I get all the little bits, because it seems like the big ones come to the top, right? Some of those are more staticky, my goodness. Okay. So we want some movement. And to finish this off, it's just that paper layer. We're just going to add a bead of glue in along here. So we get a good seal. Try not to get inside because we don't want all our sequins to stick on the edge. And then I'm going to place this straight down. In fact, let's make sure it's good and clean. Okay. Make sure that lines up. And then I'm going to just sit this with something heavy on it. Actually, this one's probably heavier. Just to give that a seal. And I'll be back in a minute to finish up the project. All right, so we are back with a glued down shaker, and there you can see, again, I think our colors coordinate really nice here. And now let's put this fun little shaker together. I think what I'm going to do is first, hopefully my glue gun's warm enough here. We are going to the idea is he's popping out of it. My question is, do we make him crooked or do we do him straight? I think we do him straight. We want his legs to show. So I think we're just going to go right down here. And, whoop, that's not what I wanted to do. All right, his arms. That's what I mean, his arms. Now this die is from KS Crafts. It does come with the cat hair all over everything. It does come with feet for this, but honestly, I like it better without the feet. So here's what I did. I cut out all of these layering pieces, the bags, in paper first, and then I cut them out of felt because I just feel like you need the texture. The texture's fun. Screams Easter when it's a little fuzzy, and the dies cut felt beautifully. And this is just the cheapest felt. You know, it goes on sale for, you know, 4 for $1, 25 cents a piece at Joann's or Michael's, Hobby Lobby. And then I just topped the cardstock with the felt and layered that up. Just 2 little enamel dots there, and now he's got some texture to him. I'm leaving the feet off. I just like it better without the feet. I feel like he's sitting down in. And of course, it's an Easter chick impersonating a bunny, which is great. And then I just got a couple little ephemera pieces that I thought I could include here. And this one is going to go straight down onto the egg like that. Again, I love that this feels like spring as much as, don't you just love that little bird? Isn't that the sweetest thing? This one I'm going to pop up on some foam tape. And yeah, that'll be good. And this comes together actually really quickly. So a little bird standing there. It almost looks like it's laughing a little, I think, to me. As if it's sort of mocking the bird or the chick that says, dude, I know you're not actually an Easter bunny. Kind of cute. Now I do have some other flowers here that I could bring in, and you know what? I think that's kind of pretty. I think they may be a touch too big, but that's a nice color. I think I'm going to pop that in. So I was making some handmade flowers the other day, and I think I like that. We're just going to put that on with a glue dot. I think I have enough dimension there. So what I did was I watercolored some papers the other day, let those dry, just a whole bunch of sheets, and then I die cut the flower shapes and put them together, and they have a really soft color to them. You can see there. I love that little flower. And then we have this one more that I think I'm going to pop over here on a little piece of foam tape. And then this is going to be done. There we go. And this is my favorite way, of course, to use sequins is in shakers. I am such a shaker junkie. All right, we're going to put it right there. And that's how I make a custom sequin or shaker mix so that it coordinates with my paper pad and a fun little Easter project share. Hope y'all have a fantastic weekend. If you look in the description box, you're going to see a list of all the other YouTubers that participated in this collaboration, in this YouTube hop. And I encourage you to pop along. You're going to see a wide variety of projects and all different fun and probably new to you ways to use anything sparkly, shiny, and glittery. Thanks for watching, guys.